Hey guys. All right. Hey guys, it's your pal Victor here, and welcome to live art stream. And yeah, today on live art stream, we're gonna be working on this trifold here. I've been working on it on and off. This is kind of as far as I've gotten. So we're gonna finish filling this in today, and it's gonna be fun. And we'll see how that goes. You guys are hanging out here. Feel free to say hi. Working on trying to get this so it can all fit in frame. Think it does. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a lot of characters, and that's like not even half of the ones that are going to be on here. I did the first four, and I'd done another one, but I didn't like how it came out when I finished laying it out, so I'm doing a different layout here. So, right here, we've got Upchuck puking on Booze and Bruce, and we're going to work on this little corner here because I'm not totally happy with this Bruce. If you guys feel free like chatting, feel free in chat. I'm gonna draw today, and basically the plan is get this finished laid out in this hour, and we'll see if we'll color it on a special one tomorrow aside from our regular stream. So we're gonna do a lot of drawing tomorrow. Is this in reference to There's Waldo card? No, it's not. This is just a trifold. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How's it going? There we go. Let's see. I'm having such an issue with this face. All right, here we go. Doing the nose now. There we go. That's better. What's up, everyone? Blundimus says happy drunk and dazed and confused. It's a little garbled. All right. Can you guys see okay, or does it look all garbled? Well, it look. Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. And it's a little. Yeah, he's getting puked on by Upchuck. Yeah. All right. That should be a little better. I'm sorry it's not as sharp as I would like. We're having a little bit of internet issues here. So hopefully it will get better. If not, I'll figure something out. All right. So there's that, and Who should be on the side here? Oh, let's do Brainy Genie.
I understand. I personally understand getting your platform off the ground, right? So Paramount Plus is for sure. It needs that injection. It needs to get up there. But 14 movies for
How have you guys been doing though?
$1 million is insane.
You guys had a good day since yesterday? Why is this so garbled?
I don't think anything beats that because this isn't like
Let me try something. Maybe it's... No. I got all those bars. Well, I'll try my best, you guys. Our internet is just a little ganky today.
Signed a production deal with an exclusive deal with Warner Brothers for $500 million. So that also means, like, I think they're giving him they're giving him the Superman property. They're giving him different things to do within Warner Brothers.
All right, then we'll do some glasses here.
And that again includes that means like he's gonna be making big time movies. What I'm like really just like
all right, then we'll do
is that $900 million for an animated series that in full transparent, like full frankness, doesn't require that much money to make. I can only imagine what.
There we go.
Insane.
Awesome. Put in 13 and a half hours of work yesterday. First time back to Gillette Stadium since the lockdown. We have no workforce. Oof. Well, I'm glad you got your job. You got your job going again, though.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Yeah, so I'm not the only one.
All right, I'm gonna do some smoke here. And then right here we'll do Nervous Rex.
And hear me out. What I could have seen was something like Family Guy or The Simpsons. Let's say they weren't a part of Disney, like because Disney bought them when they acquired 20th Century Fox.
Right.
That's how you see The Simpsons on Disney.
12 hours is a lot. You guys are hard workers.
It's a Disney property now. But what I want to say is, if they weren't under the Disney banner, and let's just say they were a part of like Viacom, I could see those two getting that type of deal. But for South Park, getting this deal is pretty massive, pretty huge, and kudos to them. Trey Parker.
All right.
That is the deal of the decade so far. Might even dang near say this century, but that is $1 billion for South Park. Wow. I want to see what you guys think.
All right, there we go. Let me redo that hand slightly.
I don't think I've ever seen one movie, but that's crazy.
Hey, Victor, what have you got cooking on the table today? This is what I got. I'm working on this for Patrick. This is, yeah, this is all of OS 1 on a fold out. I have it laid out, so I'm just filling it in so you can see it kind of happen. I had done this already once, but I didn't like how it looked in the end. It just wasn't balanced, so I'm trying to balance it out a little better.
I know right now what they have over on Paramount Plus is A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2. And A Quiet Place 2 was actually just recently in theaters. But something I read today that was interesting was that Viacom wants to take a slightly different approach to what everybody's doing, and that is a quick theater to streaming release. They didn't necessarily do it at the same time, right? They didn't debut it at the same time on the platform, like what HBO Max is doing or what Disney Plus is doing. Instead, they let Quiet Place 2 run in theaters, and then but very quickly after, I believe it was like a 45-day theatrical window, and now it's boom on Paramount Plus. Let's see. Adrian says the one.
Love it. I like the change up from sketch cards. What's the size? It is 3 sketch cards, just taped together. So it's like it's the size of a trifold.
But $1 billion, guys, for right? It went from 2D, then it went to HD, and now it's probably, it's 4K, but it's also not just static. It's got 3D elements to it.
Mm.
And so again, I'm just really, really flabbergasted.
No cash. Do you mean like credit cards?
Anthony Nintendo said, hi, what's up, Anthony? Nice to see you here. And Loki knows she's got to go. But yeah, so really quick, let's keep scrolling through Twitter because again, today's show really.
Let's see. I feel like I need to add more guys on this side. If you guys are enjoying the video, feel free to give us a thumbs up sign. You know, and get us a little more likes on this account.
Free Guy, right? Free Guy is the new movie coming out, I believe, this weekend. Yeah, I believe this weekend. And it is a Ryan Reynolds-led movie. It's actually one of the last movies 20th Century Fox made. It's kind of like just
Yeah, I'm just trying to have fun with it.
And while it was supposed to come out, I believe, last year, it's finally coming out. And this is the power of Ryan Reynolds and like his status as a likable individual and a likable person you want to go watch their movie of. Obviously, Deadpool is beloved by everybody, but Free Guy, I think what has going for it is not only is it Ryan Reynolds, but also
Ice Cube, Frigid Bridget right there.
Smartly started marketing the movie. I think with them doing the trailer reaction with Korg and Deadpool.
And you guys, we're doing a Suicide Squad watch party tonight. You guys want to join in? Our one for Loki ended up being really popular. And we're going to be doing some watch parties for What If next week too. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, if you have HBO Max and you want to watch along with me tonight, feel free to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Waiting for and be watching as like a Friday night watch on my television whenever it becomes available. So yeah, so again, I'm cheering for Free Guy to do well, and I hope it does. Yeah, and apparently it's his funniest film. It's his funniest film. Let's see. Let's see, everybody. Demon Slayer.
It's a triptych on just plain cardstock. This isn't on mine. It's just like plain cardstock. It's the only way I could fit everything.
Was telling us about how she's super into anime, and I started thinking, well, I think that's what is.
All right.
That's a part of.
So let's see what else here.
So,
I got a lot of characters. Well, I'm gonna get it finished up and drawn. It's gonna get drawn tonight, and I'll finish coloring it on a stream tomorrow. You like the layout? I think the layout is pretty damn solid. They're all piled on top of each other like they're an actual group. Because I worked pretty hard on this, is what I'm saying.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in The Dark Knight Rises. At the end of the movie, spoiler alert, you see that he basically takes on the mantle of Batman, or at least he goes into the Batman cave. Who knows if he ends up just being Robin or full-blown Batman. But someone asked him if he played Nightwing alongside Batfleck and Michael Keaton's Batman in a multiverse movie, and he said, to be perfectly honest, I'm completely out of touch with everything you just said. That's funny. Wow, that is pretty cool. So Forbes named Reese Witherspoon as the world's richest actress with a net worth of $400 million. That is incredible. Yesterday, also, here's a air for Rihanna. If you guys don't know,
Alright.
Rihanna was just recently named a billionaire. Yes, with a B, a billionaire. Her net worth is $1.7 billion now, according to Forbes, and it has a lot to do.
And then we do the
her film career that she's got going on, but also
dynamite here.
is her Fenty product, cosmetic product, and it is just, it's like I said, a huge round of applause for Rihanna for being a billionaire. I think we need more We need more
All
diversity
right, that looks cool.
in that category. And so to see Rihanna be able to enter that club, I hope that she's able to use her powers for good. and yeah. So let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Okay, so Anthony says, I disagree with Adrian about The Simpsons and about it just being timeless.
Is this your first full OS one? Yeah, like I was telling the guys before, I had laid out a different one before that was supposed to be yours, and in the end, I didn't like how it came out. So this is the first full OS one that I think actually looks good.
The Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park is always just like a reflection of what's going on outside, and they bring in whatever's going on at the moment, and they give it that spin that is their show. Now, whether or not
at this point, I'm thinking this may be my first and only OS one.
It goes back to they're still able to make unlimited amounts of content. Unlimited power.
All right, he looks pretty good.
Oh gosh, imagine giving them the win. That'd be great. Smuggler still says free guy looks funny, and the marketing is what hooked me. It was excellent. Yes, it really was. Demon Slayer is unbelievable. Tom would definitely know that. No, and here's the thing about like anime. That's another thing where it's like it's its own little world, and there's so many things to watch. I think one of the things, and let me know in the chat as well.
Like, this is a lot of work trying to balance out. They're gonna be pretty damn crazy. I gotta make everything on here pop so that it doesn't all look samey. That's why I'm giving myself kind of like space on here. It's gonna be able to breathe, which is good. I think I got all the characters on here. I mean, not yet. There's still a couple more I gotta draw, but
I don't want to be missing out. Anthony Manzano says, being that Disney owns 20th Century Fox, why can't they use that banner for more mature content in terms of shows, and if they wanted to be rated R superhero movies in the future? So that is.
Alright, how many characters do I have left to add on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24. I gotta fit 24 more characters on here. So I already got more than half of it done.
Disney bought them, belongs to Disney now, but it's like one of those things where it gave them that leeway to break.
Alright, I got it.
And that company rule is like they don't make rated R.
Let's see here.
Content. And so this was like that loophole or that wiggle room to be able to do that. And so now it's under the banner 20th Century. And that's how we're gonna get Free Guy. That's how we're probably gonna get Deadpool. Whenever Deadpool comes over to the MCU, though, they're going to use him very, very sparingly and funnily, because I just know during the movie you're going to hear an actual bleep, like when he says something crazy, and it's going to be all part of the joke. But when he comes over to the MCU, he will be a PG-13 version of himself, and I think they're going to do a good job with that. Let's see. Matt Cake is in the house. What's going on, Matt Cake? Our fellow Stafftopian. Thank you for being here. I'd love to see everybody here. I always love seeing my fellow Stafftopians.
No, I'm pretty sure how to do it. It's just gonna be I'm gonna have to ink this first, and then once it's dry, I can do the brush tip on it. But I also know how to do the sideways chisel tip, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, this one's gonna be inked first. So I'm gonna ink it and let it dry so it doesn't smear.
Most recently with Loki, the show, The Simpsons made like a parody of sorts of Loki, and it's very interesting. If you haven't gotten a chance, make sure to watch that. I also did that with, I believe, Star Wars, and so
Let's see.
it's cool to see them modernizing and changing with the times. Let's
All
see,
right,
let's
I
see.
got it. I got it.
Okay, how about this? What are we talking about? We're kind of talking about everything because there's not much to other than Star Wars Bad Batch and the things that are popping up, live during the show. There wasn't much film news today, which was okay because I got to really talk to the community today. Anthony Manzano says hi. Let's see. Okay, cool. So I have my favorite animes, but last month my daughter cosplayed something from an anime at a local anime con I've never heard about. That is another huge universe. Yes, I'm telling you, it's like, how K-pop is its own huge thing? Anime is its own huge thing. What else is its own huge thing? There's a bunch of things that
Let's
are like
see
their own huge
here.
things, and like it's so cool to see a tight-knit community like that. Because when you're in one of those, fandoms or one of those communities, it's like it really feels like family. It's pretty cool. Let's see, Tom Buck. I think this is the point about me diving in. It says we just dove in.
Yeah, I'll find a spot to sign on here.
Is that anime is so broad. Some people look at animation as being for kids, but it really becomes just a medium for telling stories. And honestly, that's why I'm so excited about it, because it goes back to that notion, which is you're able to create anything. Like you have like the world in the tips of your hands, and I'm just like, I would love to make an anime. That's why when they talked about Star Wars Visions, the anime anthology series that's coming from Star Wars on Disney Plus fairly soon, I was very, very excited about it because you literally can do anything.
There we go.
The budget is way different than
I got the likeness. Every one of these guys looks how they look.
something like that. And I told this to Heather the other day, but I recommend.
This is actually one thing I want to fix though, because it's bugging me right now.
Anthology series on Netflix. It's an animated anthology series. It's not anime, but it's animated. And it's got definite elements though of anime that sprinkled through, and that's why.
There we go.
But it's called Love, Death, and Robots, or Love, Death plus Robots, and it's just absolutely one of my most favorite shows. To be completely honest, one of the inspirations for the type of blue we have here is Zemu blue from that show. So you guys got to go watch that. And then obviously Tom Buck Blue was another inspiration. Let's see. Anthony says, Rick, see, that's where I wanted to have Moon Knight on Hulu, so you can get more violent and have it with a TV MA rating and have Blade rated R. Those are the two things I'm really waiting on, and the two things I'm really looking forward to per se. Or I'm looking forward to the news, because as of right now, we don't know where exactly they're going to place those things. And if they're going to put Deadpool in Hulu, or like in the 20th century realm, and just have them multiversally come into the MCU every now and then, I'm wondering if they're going to
There
do
we
that
go.
with
That looks
Blade
good.
for Moon Knight. Blade, I think more than anything, I would much prefer that one to be there. But Moon Knight,
I don't use airbrush or acrylics, so that's not gonna happen.
to be honest, I would rather PG-13 because I think it reins them in to have to be more.
This would look terrible with acrylics. It's so small.
Adrian says,
It'd just be like blobs of tiny little lumps everywhere.
That's funny. Let's see. Smuggler Steel says, wasn't it Buena Vista that used to be the studio name that Disney used to release content that was more for adults?
All right, let's see here.
Yes,
Oh, I know.
I see the animation going on here. I see it right now.
See, there's like different spots here where I'm like just trying to figure out where the characters would fit in best.
Yes, and it was their indie studio. They also have had Touchstone and Miramax. Yep. Whenever I think of Miramax, I don't know why, guys, but whenever I think of Miramax, I think of Ben Affleck. I don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, straight to the bottom of the memory barrel. Okay, guys. So check this out. Let's see. We're gonna finish up with some comments. We're gonna finish finish up with some comments, and I know Jared is going to be joining us shortly. He is actually in the green room as we speak. But for now, let's go ahead and finish the comments. It says, Rick, I'm not sure if you have Netflix, but you have watched a lot of Zeus anime and Castlevania. I have not watched either. I will add those to the list. I will add those to the list.
Thanks, Bennett. Thanks, Megan.
It is currently 10 a.m. And you know what that means? That means it's guest time. That means it's time to see our guests. So we'll see him right now. Matt says, saw critics.
So many critics here. So many little details here.
They walked out of the movie because of this. Wow, critics to walk out? That's actually kind of crazy. I guess superhero movies are known for kids, but The Suicide Squad is known to be bad. Yeah, and it's James Gunn, rated R, Warner Brothers movie. I don't know what critics were expecting. Now, if you take your child to this, you gotta know it's rated R. And it's called
like a troll doll here.
It's a pretty, risque movie. Let's see. Jonah says, so instead of the Suicide Squad watch party, it's now a Bad Batch catch-up watch party, right? Oh, God. Adrian says, Ben Affleck was the bomb and Phantoms. Yes, so Ben Affleck's winning. Ben Affleck is winning. But let's see.
All right.
Hello, Dr. Tag John. Thank you for being here. I got my message.
It's Slobby Robbie, Fat Matt. Yeah.
That said,
Just gonna make that a little rounder.
I want to thank everybody that is here. We are currently now at the midway point of the show, and that means we are going to bring on our guest, our awesome.
All right, so that's pretty there. All right, you just gotta balance this out over here.
Segment of how Jared and I met. It's actually a little snippet from the podcast that I did with him a few weeks back, and it gives you a little preview as to what his podcast is, and then also just kind of gives you a little rundown as far as how we met. But yeah, and Jared, if you're in the green room, give me that thumbs up just to let me know you're good. And with that said, let's go ahead and watch it. Quick backstory, me and Jared actually met via an Instagram comment. I saw that he commented on one of our local camera shops, and I pressed on his profile. I went to his profile, and I saw what he was doing, found the Hive podcast, and I immediately, I think I reached out to you, and I just asked you, like, hey, like, could I get 10 minutes of your time? I just really want to talk to you about some things. And long story short, we hooked up on a Zoom call over the pandemic, and you gave me some awesome advice. You told me a little bit about your story, and it motivated me to want to do mine.
What's up, Megan? Slobby Robbie and Fat Matt are my favorite GPK characters. Oh, that's cool.
To when I actually started was a good 6 months after. But here, let me get to Filmtopia. So on January 14th, 2021, I launched Filmtopia. So with that said, if any of you out there are happy that Filmtopia exists, well, one of the people that you are going to be able to thank personally now is my man, Jared Spink. Jared Spink of the High Podcast.
There's Weird Wendy.
Bringing Jared Spink in now. Jared, how are you, my man? What's up, dude?
And then we'll do
Absolutely love the show. It's like part of my morning
the
routine.
mummy guy over here.
And see what's going on with Filmtopia. Even if I'm driving, I can just keep listening to it. It's great. Yeah. No, it's seriously, it's so much. This show is super fun, and I do it because all of you are showing up. All of you are supporting.
Victor, have you read a Crazy Request? So you're like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. Yep, I had one of those like 2 days ago. I was like, nope, not interested in drawing that at all. I've had actually a bunch of those in the GPK. I've had people ask me to draw Garbage Pail Kid characters having sex, which I thought was fucking gross. I had someone ask me to draw like no, I think I'm gonna do like flat pat he's gonna be jumping off her or something, like she's a carpet.
Well, you about covered it, man.
Somebody asked me to draw Trump killing Biden, and then Atom Bomb laughing in the background, which I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
Stuff for cameras, and I absolutely love it. But it wasn't,
And like, I don't have anything. If anything against like people's politics, I just like don't want to draw people killing people in my sketches.
Been able to build a business and be able to support myself and my wife.
Especially if the guy, like, I had the vibe the guy was gonna flip it.
Come from that.
So I was like, I don't want people to think I drew this and am selling it.
And then, also you got to create for yourself to stay passionate.
But most all the regulars in here have always asked me to draw regular stuff. These are like people I didn't even know.
Which has been fantastic. So yeah, I just like to create stuff.
No, and create stuff you have. I mean, you are. I mean, seriously, it goes back to what I was saying during your podcast, which was when I found you. It was actually like just a very pristine moment in time. And it was absolutely random. A comment on an IG post led me to everything you did, and to see it go from where it was to where it is now is just it's mind blowing, and it's so well deserved. And I just can't wait to see what else you got going on. And I know you have something called.
There we go, flat pat right there.
Took I think a few weeks off, right?
Who else?
It's called the Hive Podcast. I had the opportunity to sit down with a ton of creatives, from podcasters to live streamers to photographers, you name it. It's been great. I've learned a ton, and so everything I say, isn't. I'm just regurgitating other people's knowledge I've been able to pick up on from talking to all these people. But so the Hive Podcast, we have 60 episodes. We're taking. I should have made it a little bit more obvious. But yeah, we're taking basically like a summer break, because we went nearly 60 episodes, so 60 weeks straight, just about.
There's a cockroach kid.
The show will be coming back. I'll have it on the calendar, like the first week of September. We'll have brand new episodes with a ton of guests.
How many do I have left now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 characters left to put in here.
And what it's about now. And then on top of that,
so 14 more. No, we got plenty of room, actually. We're going to have some room to do some background explosions, too, which is what I wanted.
We got the Hive Podcast, and we'll have the Hive Live, and it'll just be an extension of the podcast where the community of listeners can come together, and we can talk about stuff that I've learned, that they've learned from other creatives, their journeys, talk about, anything creative, podcasting, whatever. So that I'm looking forward to diving into that a little bit more.
Well, I will say this. Your live, actually, you had it on Monday, right? That was your first live. And, I finally got to tune in afterwards because we were here at Philtopia Live. But I got to see it, and it was like I was watching the Hive Podcast. Like, the quality was the same. The way you were on it was the same. So it was pretty cool to see it translate so smoothly. And I can't wait for it to grow and for it to keep going. I know the first episode, you had like certain things that you were like, all right, let's just do it for like 30 minutes. Let's get a feel for it. And your audience will start to trickle in, with time. I'll tell you this, your first live went a lot better than my first live. But it really gets better, and it's a way to really.
All right, there's a monkey.
One question I always had was, do you have a specific name for your community, or is it the Hive? Is that the name?
Yeah, I haven't really coined it yet. I was just having a conversation with somebody else yesterday about this. They asked the same question, and it's kind of like the hive
All right.
itself is kind of the name, like be part of the hive, the creative hive maybe. I kind of like that, but you know, when I think of hive, it's a community, right? And everybody pulls their own weight and works together and supports each other. So yeah, you know, listen in, be part of the hive.
No, most definitely. And that's the thing is, like, I really think, you know, going as to what
There's Guillotina right there.
is something she's been a proponent of.
Are you only putting the well-known GPKs? Will be some forgotten ones like Soan, Sonia, Runover, Rhonda, or Turtle Tim. This is all of OS1. Like literally every character in OS1.
Really, really enjoy
So, yeah, it's a lot.
and they're able to take
You know, at this point, you know, I think I have like 12 more to add, and then that's it.
So yeah, so kudos to the hive.
That is so important when when you're a creator and you focus on creating for the community.
Let's put Wrinkled Randy in here.
Keeps you grounded, right? Because you have an idea of who you're creating for and not just putting it out there for an audience to watch. It keeps you grounded and just makes the content and your passion come through and just be so much better. So that's such a good point about focusing on community rather than audience.
Yeah, absolutely. The chat is in the house, and so we've got Madcake welcoming Jared. We've got Heather in the house. We've got Smuggler Steel, Peter from Just Create More. Let's see. Jonas.
Which we gotta continue to shout out that community, right? Like everybody here, if you're in the chat, you need to be a part of that community because it's Just Create More community is awesome.
It really is. It's something that I believe you said, you told Heather, which was you're checking the Just Create More community more than you are any other social.
Absolutely, right? Because like it's more of a connection, right? Where you go to Instagram and you kind of endlessly feed to see what's going on, but like you go to the Just Create More community and it's a community where chats with people and talking about what everybody's passionate about. It's like more fun. Come on, guys.
It's more fun, and then it goes back to, it feels like someone gets me. It feels like someone understands who we are, what we're doing, why we're doing it. And then on top of that, they're able to, help us.
We'll do a puff of smoke here.
I think today after,
All right, and we'll fit now the rest. So see where we're at right now. I think there's like 8 left or something, so it gives us lots of room right here, and I could fit in a couple more like right here.
Consider themselves a content creator. Like the biggest struggle was most of us had no one.
Isn't that crazy how many you can fit in on a thing of paper?
Like they were supportive, like, oh yeah, that's cool. You're making videos in your room, like awesome, good job, right? There was no one really that completely understood it for most of us, and now with what Tom and Heather created, it's at your fingertips 24/7. You have a community there that completely understands what you're doing, what you're going through, and is there to help you. It's awesome.
It's really cool, and I just can't wait to see it grow. Where literally it's in the infancy stages of what it's going to be, and so shout out to Heather and Tom for that. But really quick, I do want to shout out you, Jared, for your shirt. I think I've seen that shirt this week. I see the vibes are here in the chat. Let us know, type in vibes. But I will say, for all the guests so far that I've had on, I've wanted to pay a little bit of homage to everyone, and so.
All right, who else do I have left? Aylin, Al, and that one dinosaur.
Backwards, and then for you, I doubled up. I doubled up because I got the San Diego Padres.
I saw that. So when I was watching before I jumped on, I almost went and got my jersey and threw it on instead of this shirt just because I saw that in the background.
All right, finish up Aylin, Al here.
Now let's put it up there because the shirt I'm wearing is this right here, Bintang. It's a beer that you find in Bali, and
okay, we're done on that side.
History, in the beer industry, I was like, here we go. We're gonna double. We're gonna go Bintang and San Diego.
you got beer. You got the San Diego Padres jersey. Everybody, Padres hold a very special place in my heart. love baseball. And then your shirt's orange, which kind of goes with like the theme of the high podcast. You know, we got orange, yellow, black. So
I tried that. But
No, let me redo that.
really quick, I want to really explore, different things that I feel maybe you haven't been asked or maybe you haven't talked about. So,
All right.
is that cool?
I know which ones are gonna be here. Okay, here we go.
Perfect. Cool. Really quick, to get us to get us just, nice and loose, we're gonna do a quick rapid round, and then after that I'll ask more long question. So here we go. So here's a rapid round. Here we go. All right, you ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Well, here we go.
oh, can I have a 1A and 1B? They're both to me just as important. It really depends what you're creating, right?
Chunky Jeff.
Well, for me, I'm gonna go audio, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. Let's see. All right, I won't comment. I'm just gonna ask. So, music or movies?
Ooh, movies.
Rock or horror or comedy?
Comedy.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Sony or Canon?
Black Magic. Sony.
So okay. Red or Ari?
Red.
Disneyland or Universal Studios?
Disneyland.
Disney Plus or Netflix?
Disney Plus.
Behind the scenes or final product?
Final product.
Logic or reckless?
All right, how many do I have left now?
Logic.
1,
Podcast.
2, 3.
Podcast. Of course.
Okay. All right, now great job on the rapid
1,
round.
2, 3, 4. I got 4 guys left.
My answer is Black Magic. Sorry, guys.
Hey man, tell Canon to stop crippling their cameras, so we have to buy multiple ones. No, one thing I'm really excited to talk to you about is because I haven't necessarily had an outlet to kind of geek out on gear, and I'm a gearhead myself. I'm a shout out to Mr. Camera Junkie. I'm the camera junkie, and so definitely throughout this we'll talk about some stuff, but I want to know. We're in this creative space, and I wanted to kind of find out who are your creative inspirations, and who do you watch? What do you consume?
Alright.
It's kind of like, are we talking specifically YouTube kind of stuff?
I mean, here's a.
All right, 3 more.
I would say it can be anything, because to be honest, I actually get a lot of inspiration myself from stuff outside of YouTube. So feel free to just name your inspirations, whether they come from YouTube or outside of it.
Yeah, I mean, for creating, let's be honest, right? And they're probably here in the chat. We've all kind of looked at Tom and Heather, right? You said something very important on my podcast, and it was multiple streams of motivation. And so, I definitely viewing their content and all their live streams, and I love how much content they put out there, because they definitely provide those multiple streams of motivation. You can't help but watch their content and feel motivated to keep going and to go out and create, and not trying to
Alright, and
definitely watching you.
surprised there's not more people in here. I thought this would be well, I didn't promote it as much as I could have, I guess.
And the quality of the content that you're putting out there is definitely
How many guys do I have left now?
But I also just watching
1,
camera stuff, right?
2. Alright, 2 guys left.
Binging a lot of one wheel videos, right? And just I love seeing the fact that people in other genres outside of camera spaces, how the quality isn't the most important thing. When I say quality, I mean the technical quality, the video and the audio and stuff, right? I think that's super important and people should care about it. But it's also awesome that it doesn't bog other genres down, and that they create because they want to create and because it's fun. And they have this passion about what they're creating.
Alright, and one more guy.
The technical quality
Yep.
of the video.
Last guy right here.
When it comes to audio, anything NPR puts out, I don't know, listening to podcasts and clicks out, I don't know, listening. Oh, here, we good there? I started hearing myself. Anything NPR puts out, I think, I'm reading this book about podcasting they put out, and just the knowledge that they have in podcasting is amazing, and it definitely comes through anything that you listen to. And I love it because it's a lot different than what I'm putting out. They have very in-depth stories, and they're high-quality stories, and it definitely motivates me to up my audio quality. And then, I like stuff that kind of just lets you escape from everything. And I've been watching a lot of like old, is it James Stewart? Is that the actor's name? Like from Rear Window and Vertigo, and like I've been watching all those like old Hitchcock movies. I love it because the cinematography was such a groundbreaking back then. And
All right, did I get everybody?
And, like the audio, like you listen to that stuff, and like the audio is so good. Still,
Oh, one I missed. I missed one. Two. All right, two more.
I like that point that you're making, which is you're going again outside of what is like, our genre, and that's where you gain the inspiration, and then you bring it over to our genre.
It motivates me to care. It motivates me to go create, not because like the video quality is like not the best. So it makes you feel a little bit better about what you're putting out there because the technical quality is good, but it also just keeps you motivated because like, hey, these guys are just making what they want to make. I want to go and create, and it just keeps you going because if you watch stuff in your genre, you're inevitably going to compare yourself, and it's going to hinder motivation.
And now last one.
I'm a huge proponent, everybody. If you are, trying to make something, make it because you are.
Where is it?
It's something that you're passionate about. I think if you let your passion lead, it will absolutely pay wonders in the end because you know that when you're doing something genuine, what you are doing is something that came from within. And as far as Filmtopia and the Hive, I would say that's something that definitely happens within ours.
All right.
When it comes to creating, passion is by far the most important thing. You have to have it for what you're creating because going back to that book that I'm reading from NPR, and they brought out such a great point. Imagine like you're starting to plan a podcast or whatever you want to create, right? And you have.
All right, that is everything there.
Money and passion.
Let me see if there's anything here I want to balance better.
Right? You have the time, the money.
All right, I might move this guy over here by Slobby Robbie.
Make it up if you don't have as much time and you have passion, or the money you can outsource stuff, right? If you don't have the time, but if you have no money but you have a ton of passion and you have some time, that passion is going to take over, the lack of resources you have and keep you going. But if you don't have passion and all you have is time and money, why are you creating? And that lack of passion is going to show through in what you're creating. So the most important thing is you have to be passionate. You don't have time, you don't have money, you make that all up with passion with what you're putting out there.
Man, dropping gems as always. I see Tom Bug says we just got the NPR podcast book.
All right.
Funny, even the marketing on that book looks like enticing. Like I just want to grab it and put it on the shelf because it looks so intriguing.
Yep, they're all on here. They're just hiding in different spots.
I like to kind of listen and follow.
Yeah, Boney Joni's there. Buggy Betty. Junk Food John is right there. Who else? Scary Carrie's right here. And Lizard Liz is right there. So yeah, that's everybody.
The last Star Wars movie that came out, and then you've got got the movie version, but you also have the book version, which either gives you more or less than what is in the movie, but there's certain aspects of it that are different. So I think that's cool. I like seeing two different, things because it gives
Junk food John. Let me see. Where's junk food John?
Totally, and it makes me feel less bad about spending money on the audio version and the hard copy of the same thing.
Absolutely. Oh man, us, we love to double up on things, right?
Oh yeah, that's
I
funny.
wanted to ask you, and because I don't think I've heard
Okay,
this
give me a
procedure
second here.
I wanted to ask you, what are your big long-term goals? What is
Oh,
your
I can fit
biggest
him in over
career
here.
goal? Where is all of this going? Do you know that, or do you just kind of maybe take it day by day?
Like it goes in waves, right? Like that path. I saw a picture today on Instagram of your path is not like a straight line. It curves and turns and bends and goes backwards and goes forwards. It goes all over the place. So that goal, that path is continually changing. So we'll see. The ultimate goal is to be able to. I mean, here, the simplest form of the goal is to be able to support myself, support my family.
There we go.
And creating stuff. So whatever that form takes, as long as I can continue to do what I love and support my family at the same time.
Yeah, when I ink them all, it'll look a little bit tighter. So, but yeah, that's everybody now.
So yeah, you have your pillars, and then whatever's around that, it doesn't matter, so long as those pillars are intact.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to kind of leave, because I could have fit in another one right here and right here. So I gave myself little options. Like there's little places where I could fit in people.
And going back to that notion of multiple streams of motivation.
I like the GPK being the explosion though.
Streams of motivation, and then I have the ones that kind of just come. And
So yeah,
permanent ones, though,
take my time inking and coloring that so it'll come out super badass. And then that'll get sent off to our buddy there, Patrick.
That was such I live by that. Multiple streams of motivation. It's absolutely amazing.
You know what's awesome too was when I was
Yeah, it's pretty fire, I think.
It was such an honor because I honestly I was just more I was a consumer, I was a fan, and I knew that I had to come through with what it is that I wanted to make, and obviously when we initially talked, we took about
Oh, he's there. Itchy Richie is
and so but when I actually
you can't really see him too, but he's right here. I just got to put in his other eye on the other side, but he's right there.
And then turned into 3 and then 4. So when you reached out to me, it meant a lot.
Yeah, tomorrow is see the final.
Subconsciously telling me hey, I see you.
But yeah, every single OS1 character is on here.
With channels help me, stay motivated.
I kind of think it looks a little bit more organic than Meek's, but we'll see how it comes out once I finish inking it.
I see the chat says the passion here keeps me tuned in. What's up with fan? Who saw this? Las Vivas.
Yep. I'm just going to take my time tonight really inking this finely with the micron so that everything pops really good.
Do you have a podcast that
And you guys will see what this looks like finished up tomorrow.
do you have a podcast that you would use as a show or use as a hey?
Yeah, it would probably take me at least another hour plus to finish coloring this. I gotta ink it and let it dry though, because I don't want it to smear.
I just sent a link to the website for the podcast so they can see all the guests that have been on.
But I thought it would be cooler for you guys to see me draw it than color it. So we'll see. I'll finish this up later and then you guys will see it tomorrow. When I ink this, I want to get a little bit more detail in here than I did with the pencil.
I don't really have a favorite at all. They've all just been.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I dig it. All right, that's it for today. Tune back in tomorrow. I will probably be taking commissions tomorrow. Not for not for something like this, but if you want a 1 or 2 character thing, hit me up. I have mailed out every single sketch card that was pending from the last 3 weeks. So I don't have anything just hanging around anymore. Even yesterday's cards are mailed off. So just keep an eye on your mailbox.
And then I kind of just see where it leads. And the most important thing about that is just we ask
But yeah.
the question as an interviewer.
So yeah, you all should be getting stuff in the next couple days.
And that's actually really hard to do. You can't do that until you get.
All right, so that came out good, and yeah, tune in tomorrow, see what it comes out in the end. And until next time, is your buddy Victor saying, stay cool, don't do drugs, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? All right, talk to y'all later. Peace out.